Hello, everybody, creators. How are you? Back with another edition of Creator Breakfast. It's good to have you back here. It's been a few weeks. We skipped a few weeks, but we're back. Hopefully, we're coming in loud and clear on the airwaves of YouTube's. In a moment, we're going to jump into the chat and shout out those who are in this place. Now, I'm getting used to my new setup here. I'll show everybody shortly, but new camera setup. This is not a webcam. This is not a webcam, so I've got to remember to look here down the lens and not up here at my webcam. But I'll give you a look at that shortly. So how is everyone today in YouTube land? Creators coming in, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of the day it might be, in whatever part of the world you are in. It's good to be back here. Let's jump into the chat. And before the stream, of course, Supermod Sweeney Dunstan was in here, of course, and then joined also by Smash Nation Productions official. He's official now. Go on, you Smash. Also coming in just as we started, Jelly Duck 100. Thank you for the congratulations. Thank you very much. Eric Modern Day Tech is here as well, saying good morning. Coming in to us from the US of A. In the Garden and Blessings is here with a wave. How you going? And how am I? I'm great. I'm great. It is my Saturday evening. For many of you, it's your Saturday morning or sometime during the day on Saturday. I don't think it's Sunday yet anywhere, and it's not Friday anymore. So here I am on the usual time, the usual place, YouTube, on my channel. And today's big news, as you might have seen at the with the intro, and I'm pointing to it. And I just noticed as I went live, did you notice it? Did you notice that screen? I said, wait, I don't have it anywhere else, do I? I can't bring it up quickly. But did you see? It's the thumbnail as well. It's the thumbnail. There's a typo on the thumbnail. I did not notice it. I did it a couple of hours ago. I did not notice it until I hit live and I'm sitting here. The music was playing. The countdown was on. And I looked and there's an S missing out of subscribers. It says 4K subscribers, not subscribers. So first fail of the day. I don't have a fail counter because it's not that type of stream, but that's okay. So I hope your day's been better than that. That's probably the worst thing that's happened to me today, so that's good. Let's continue with getting into the chats first of all. Now, I've got to look to the screen here, but the camera is here, so I've got to get used to this. Looking down the camera, making sure I'm not too far from the microphone as well. So I'll get used to this. I'm used to sitting more straight on, looking at the webcam. Here we go. In Garden Blessings. Good morning. Nice weather for a change. Can get some gardening done. Absolutely. We had a lovely day here in Brisbane today. It was beautiful, sunny. It's a beautiful sunny winter's morning or day. Not much breeze, so it wasn't cold. Like a cold breeze. Last weekend we had a bit of a cold breeze blowing through, but today it was beautiful and warm in the sun. It was lovely. And I enjoyed it very much. It was probably like a UK spring. But that's our typical winter. That's a typical winter's day. Unless you get the cold westerlies or southerlies blowing in, it's usually still, if the sun's out, it's warm. It's lovely. Low 20s. Beautiful. Celsius, of course. All right. In the Garden says, I like your chapters video this week. It was very good. I'm doing it all on the videos I can. Yeah, I'm keen to figure out ideas and concepts of using chapters, particularly because I do a lot of how-to content. I think it could be helpful to some people who just want to get to the content, because sometimes, historically, in some of my videos, I might go into some background a little bit on things. Sometimes I just get straight into it, show you what to do, but sometimes there's some background on things. Some of my Streamlabs videos, it might be a walkthrough, so a walkthrough has lots of different stages, so that's where chapters can come in. We're going to talk a little bit more about chapters a little bit later. It's one of the stories if we get to the YouTube's news stories for the week. Let's say good day to third day, 3D. Why did I say third day? 3D Plastic Fantasy. Saying hello to everybody in the chat there. I think since Doug forgot an S in the thumbnail, we should type everything out without an S today. So it'll be Weenie Dunstan. Is that what you're saying, Weenie Dunstan? And here is Sanidi. I'll get it right. It has been a while since I've been here. It's good to have you back. All right. Let me show you. Since I last streamed, and I was hoping to stream a couple of times last 2 weeks, because since I got my Elgato Cam Link, which means what I can do is stream from my mirrorless camera. Let's see if I can show you. Let's have a bit of a behind the scenes here with my switch pod, of course. All right. First of all, I need to switch to the switch pod. Here we go. There's my computer. There's Ecamm and everything going on. There's a chat. And right here, instead of using the webcam, which is what I've used for all my streams, I'm now using my Panasonic Lumix, the one that I shoot videos with. And so that's now courtesy of HDMI cable and an Elgato, not an Ecamm, an Elgato Cam Link. I can use this beauty. I'm looking down the lens. There we are. Looking down the lens. Hang on, let's switch back. There we go. Looking down the lens, looking at you, looking at me. So yeah, that's the big improvement for the stream. So a little bit of optics, and I'm sort of on an angle. My background is, my desk is on a slight angle because I've got the camera offset of my screen instead of the dead center above my screen. I've just moved my desk on an angle to get a little bit more of the background, but it's still a little backgroundy. But I'm hoping to basically redo my whole studio because I'm going to put in some carpet tiles. Because at the moment I'm on regular tiles with a bit of carpet where my chair is. But I'm going to do the whole area with carpet tiles, so everything will get pulled out and put back in brand new, and it's going to be good. Let me put this down, and we'll get back into it. We'll get back into the chat. And make sure, if you've got any questions, to pop them in the chat, because the whole show is Q&A, of course, as well as getting to some of the YouTube news stories of the week. And we've probably got a couple of weeks worth because we hadn't been on for a few weeks, so we might get to those a little later in the show. So let me get back to the chat. Where am I up to? Okay. Last year, my YouTube account got deleted and I had to make up a new one, so I had to resubscribe to everyone. I'm sorry, but I forgot about you and remembered yesterday. No problem. If you subscribe to a lot of channels, I can imagine it's like, who was I subscribed to? Especially if they're people who maybe don't put out content on a super regular basis, or people who maybe haven't watched the content for a while. You might forget them. It's good for a spring clean. I think I need to go through my subscription list and maybe remove some channels who are either not posting anymore or I'm not watching their content, because that can happen. Corruption Czar Network. Hello, Doug. Richard, how are you? Good to have you back. It's been a little while. Let's see. Where are we up to? Everyone's saying hi to everybody. And that's good. We're up to date. Everyone's just saying hello. First of all, good morning, which I've already said. I've showed you my new setup with my camera situation, so that's checked off my list. Let me know if you have any questions. Always drop them in. And a big shout out to Amazing Pro Gamer Dude in the house. Hello. And as of course, we're here representing the Niminati here on my shirt. Whoop, there we go, banging the mic. Wash hands, says Sweeney. That's always good advice. Use the emoji. The emoji gets converted to text on Ecamm. It's the wash hands emoji. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you very much for the custom emojis. All right, we're gonna hit the Q&A in the chat. I can feel my mouth drying out already. And we'll hit some YouTube news. But I can see the question from in the garden and the blessings. What will happen with the tags in our videos that have that had polls on them? Do we need to go and manually remove them? YT is removing all the option in tags. I think you mean the cards, which usually appear sort of up in this corner that pop up and do the polls. Now, from memory, I'm trying to remember. I did read on this. They are giving a certain amount of time for you to go and pull some analytics out, some like results of the polls, which you can pull out of somewhere in the analytics before a certain date. I don't know where it is, and I don't know what the date is that they're going to be turning all that off. But apparently they open it up so you can pull out the poll results. So if you remember what videos they're on, I'm not sure how you'd find that in analytics. I've not looked, and I think I've only probably put a poll on maybe one video. Actually, no, I probably haven't put polls on any videos on this channel. I think I might have had a poll on another channel of mine where I had a question pop up in the video, and I gave a multiple choice answer poll, so I could pick 3 different answers or something like that. And there was never, ever a good way of actually finding the results of the polls without like going in and clicking on the poll and where it gives you the poll result after you vote. Funnily enough, YouTube never provided a good way of discovering the answers to those polls in your analytics in your back end, which is unfortunate. Now they've given it to you just to take it away, because they're only giving it to you so you can grab the data and go, because they're going to be turning all those off very soon. But the good news is they're still going to keep the polls in the community tab. So if you have community tab, polls will be here to stay. And there is talk, as I dropped in a video earlier this year, a little tidbit from Tom from Creator Insider, is that they're probably looking at expanding some of the features on polls on the community tab, as well as some extra community tab features beyond the posting of polls, videos, GIFs, pictures, posts, videos, of course. What else is there? Yeah, they're the things that are on the community tab right now. So yeah, that I don't know. I haven't looked into it, so I don't know how to get them off. If anybody knows, send me the link. I probably have to do a bit of research, a bit of Googling. I usually find most things out by a little bit of Googling. I usually be able to find out the answers. So at some point, I will Google those answers. So no, good question though. Good question, because it is a timely one. I think what we're going to do, we're going to get straight into the YouTube news. Here we go. I don't have a jingle for that, but we'll do this one. YouTube news. First news story of the day. All right. Now, let's see if I can do this so I can still see the chat. I can't do it. Yes, I can. There we go. Here we go. Just as a follow-up, of course, to the... I got to remember this is using the webcam now. I can look straight ahead. The chapters video that I put at the beginning of the week, this is a sort of a follow-up or tangent or a sort of sideways sort of step where YouTube has actually announced that they've fully rolled out chapters for everybody. And you see the heading here, YouTube fully rolls out chapters for easier video navigation and rewatching. After confirming the test of the new feature dubbed Chapters in April, YouTube is now fully rolling out the product, whose aims to help viewers navigate lengthier videos. So if you've got extra long videos, they're saying that that's a good use of chapters, is to be able to provide it access to all the different segments in your video quite easily. Available on Android, iOS, and desktop, which is great because that covers most of the bases already. Chapters harness creator-supplied timestamps, which live in the video description boxes to add different sections to the clip, enabling viewers to jump to different parts of the video more easily and rewatch certain segments. Chapters appear at the bottom of the video player and result in new separations along the scrubbing timeline. Hovering over each chapter in the scrubber reveals its title. So if you watch my video, haven't watched my video, go watch my video. But basically, I do a demonstration on how it works, and then I show you how to implement that on any video. So make sure you go check that out. So you can see a demonstration, and they've got a bit of a playing example here, which I can't zoom in on, unfortunately. I don't have the zoom in feature on Chrome. But basically, I just wanted to include this one as a follow-up because this is something that I covered in the video. So if you want more details, make sure to go to my video where I show you how to actually practically do it. It's a tutorial, so you can know how to implement that on your videos or particular videos each time. So that's story number one. I just want to cover that one real quick. I'm just going to quick look. Okay, In the Garden of Blessing says that the cards for polls, June 10th. That's like, hang on. That's like 4 days from now, this week. All right. If you've used polls and you want to get the results, make sure you go and find them quickly. Okay. Next, there's a question here. When will the community tab be available on iPads? That's a good question. I still don't have it on my iPad. You think it would be a simple app update because you can do it on your phone. I'm down here in the circle, by the way. If you're looking, I'm holding my phone up. You can do it on your phone. If you had what's it called? Community tab. I'm losing it already. Community tab has been on the iPhone version for a while. Obviously, you can get it on desktop. Yeah, I have no idea why it's not on iPad. To be honest, it's quite. And what are chapters? Go watch my video. I explain what chapters are and how to implement them. So that's my short answer. Construction Cronies is here. Chris, how you going? I've missed a few, so I'm just gonna. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. That's what's happened. Hey, welcome to the stream. Gear Vlogs as well. Super Dave, welcome. Thank you. Team Wake, thank you. New subscriber, Team Wake, welcome. Eric says, I love chapters as a viewer. Not sure how I'd like them as a creator, worried about watch time. Yeah, the interesting thing would people be, I'm going to switch screens for a second, would be people jumping around to different points. So you'll see the time points where chapters start, we see a spike, and it might taper off, and then maybe another spike and taper off, depending on the sections and how you break up the chapters, I guess, and how many you put in. If people are going to jump around, so you're going to start seeing like a saw pattern maybe, where it goes up and then tapers off, then goes up again, tapers off. I think you might see something like that. How YouTube interprets that is going to be a different story again, because they'll be aware that people are using chapters, and people are jumping from there to there. Maybe people jump back and forth. I don't know. Is it going to increase watch time? Is it going to reduce watch time? What about view duration? Because people aren't watching it. If people stop watching it from the front to the back, and they're not sort of dropping off somewhere, they're sort of jumping there. They might jump back to another section. They might drop forward again. Who knows? Who knows? And there's the chime. That means that somebody's super chatted. Eileen Smith has dropped a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. It's a super sticker, actually. I can see the clapping on my iPad. I think I can. They did do an update here. Where is it? Ecamm, where is it? They're hiding the super chat on me. Oh, here it is. That's it. It just looks like another chat. I thought Ecamm had an update for super chats or something. I don't know what they've done. It's that high five. It's that high five super sticker. I love it. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you so much. All right, who have I missed in the chat? Because a few people are dropping in. McDonald's French fries as well. Saying, hey, how's it going? What else? Anybody else that snuck in? Of course, Eileen has snuck in with the super chat. Way to go. Congrats. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations. Everybody else is saying hi to each other, which is always good. Anyway, let's get back to the stories. We've done chapters. Let's do the next one. Jumping back to stories. Second one is YouTube provides a rare, robust window into monetization guidelines for creators. And if you watch some of the recent Creator Insider videos, I can't remember which one it was, but we'll cover it in a few sections of here. For the first time, YouTube is laying out in greater detail how it decides whether specific content on its platform should be monetized or not. So if you know recently, if you're in the YouTube Partner Program, you would know that there's a self-certification program, and people have been using that, and it's been helping YouTube understand if a particular creator is accurate in determining whether their content is suitable for monetization by going through a checklist as you upload a video. It talks about it here in the first paragraph. That was rolled out. That's being rolled out in stages to the entire community. Most people I know who's in the YouTube Partner Program already have it. You've probably seen it if you've uploaded a video in the last month or so. You've probably guaranteed of seeing it. So you see, as you go through the upload steps, I think one of the steps, 3 or 4, it says, does your video have violence or nudity or different things? And there's like yes, no answers. And you go through and you say none of the above, or you say, yeah, it's got a bit of this, or it's got a bit of that. And then they determine whether your video is eligible for monetization based on your answers. And then what they do in the background, they check that you're accurate. And if you're accurate repeatedly, then they put a higher weight in your self-certification. Now, if you get it wrong, then they flag your channel as being you're not so good at being accurate in that. So we're going to maybe come along later and just double check things before we give it the old go ahead. And so you'll know pretty much straight away if your video is going to be on a green or a yellow or not monetized at all based on your answers. But that's the self-certification program. But what this is talking about is they're putting out further explaining of the policies behind all those questions that you get in the self-certification. I think it was a video in this past week where they actually talked about it. In this chapter here, in the latest Creator Insider video, YouTube explained that it wants to make the self-certification process more clear. The new policies is laid out right here. So there's a link here, which I haven't looked at. I have not honestly looked at the policy link yet, but it's going to be a vital link. I think all creators should at least check it out, and I will be. The policies were derived from internal policies that YouTube gives its human reviewers. So they give the human reviewers a bunch of information on how to flag videos, how to appropriately determine whether a video is suitable for monetization or not. And so they're turning that information, modifying it into contextually into something that they can give to creators, and creators can use as guidelines to know fairly well whether their content is suitable for monetization, or maybe held as not suitable for all advertisers, or just is not able to be monetized at all. So they're releasing that, and they're modifying that, I believe, every few months, maybe. I think they said it was every 2 to 3 months that they would be updating that and just adding it and tweaking it and making it more accurate, more up to date, adding things, removing things, so that we're kept up to date with the latest policies regarding to monetization. And yeah, so that's basically what they're talking about. So there's some more information there. This is the Tube Filter article, of course, which that's where I grab most of the news from. So the main areas that they're going to cover in this policy document, you could call it, is inappropriate language, adult content, violence, harmful or dangerous acts, recreational drugs content, hateful content, firearms-related content, and sensitive issues. So all the things that could trigger you for not getting monetized on a particular video. So there's more of that coming up. And that's the particular Creator Insider video with Todd. Actually, that's the one that came out, I think, like a couple of days ago. So that's the most recent one I watched with Todd and the guy with the Irish accent. If you saw that video, you know what I'm talking about. And so there you go. So I'm not too versed on this, but I did watch the video, so that's why I'm familiar with it. The self-certification and the resources for creators to be able to self-determine if their video is suitable for monetization. You can know in advance and even plan your content around it if you need to. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So it's more open than YouTube's ever been on policies for monetization, I think. So, the more openness we get from YouTube, the better it will be for creators. All right, where are we? I need to scroll back. My chat just kept scrolling, and I haven't been watching. There we go. Ah, yes. Ollie says, Ecamm shows super chats, but not super stickers. That's right. That's right. I remember seeing somebody bring up a super chat, and it was all, I think it was in the super chat color. They could have just tweaked it for the super stickers because they have the colors as well. All right. Where are we up to? Just going to jump back while we catch up with the chat, and then we'll come back to the next story. Here we go. I'm back here. For two-step verification, no, this is the one I highlighted. It's not up on the screen. There it is. For two-step verification, lots of people only use phone number, but why don't people use Google prompts and phone number? That's a good question. I'm not sure. When it comes to two-step verification, Google provides it. It's optional. They don't make people use it. But if you can use it, I think it's a great thing to protect your channel, protect your Google account. Particularly when you've got a Google account and multiple channels, you don't want to put them all at risk because of a poor password and not having two-factor authentication. So security is always important. And I've even got a playlist on YouTube channel security with myself and a bunch of other creators like Daryl Eves and Roberto Blake and a bunch of others on my channel. So you can find that in the playlist section. I might have even put it in on my homepage somewhere, down a little bit. But there's a whole playlist that you can watch about protecting your channel from scammers and people trying to hack your channel. Because you don't want that happening. Nobody wants that happening. If you're a content creator, you don't want that happening to you. How would you pronounce my name? Nick never pronounced it very wrong. Was that the one in the video where you had the question and he read your question out? Yes. The first name I would go Senidhi, because I pronounce it with English because I'm reading it in English, so I'm pronouncing it in English. Senidhi. The last name I have no idea. Let's see. Chaturved. Oh, there's an I there as well. Chaturvedi. That's my best guess. I'm just trying to pronounce it phonetically. That's the best I can do, is pronounce it phonetically. Siddhartha is here, watching from India as well. Welcome. People from India, people from America. Who else is here that's not from America or India? Let me know where you're from. Drop it in the chat. If your suggested traffic is dropping in analytics, is it because people are not clicking on a particular video because of the upload date gap? That's a good question. I've never considered that. Suggested traffic is usually... Now, suggested traffic should be fairly constant because you can be suggested from your own videos, and you should be, wherever possible, suggesting your other content from your other videos, like in your pinned comment, at the top of your description, end cards. That's all suggested. It's stuff that is coming from somewhere else, from another part of YouTube, being pushed from somebody else's channel, from your own channel. So if you set it up right, your suggestion should be pretty consistent. I don't think it's necessarily going to be related to your upload schedule, although browse features might be more impacted by not having fresh content up. If it's old and you haven't put a video out for a few weeks, that might affect browse features, possibly. I'm not a YouTube channel growth expert, so that would be just my thoughts, just off the top of my head. Like that. I can only watch for 20 more minutes. That's all right. We'll be done before by about that time. We've got another about 20 or so minutes of the show. So I'm Kenton 2 is in the house. McDonald's French fries is from the UK. Excellent. Scaly Models, who I missed before in the movement of the chat. Scaly Models, welcome to the streams in UK. Liverpool, where my good friend Neil, the urban explorer, resides in the area around and about Liverpool, I believe. Thank you so much by watching your video. I'm able to do live stream on my gaming channel. Awesome. I'm glad the content is helping people out there, because that's the whole goal, is to help people with content stuff. Sometimes I'm still up, I think for every person, whether you're me, whether you're you, whether you're Marquez Brownlee, whether you're a Philip DeFranco, we're always learning something new about YouTube and about what we're doing, and add new tools, add new equipment, new ideas to our channels. That's always good. Always good. 3D Plastic Fantasy is coming to us from Greece. Lovely. Lovely. It's my daughter's favourite movie is Greece, but it was set in Los Angeles, I think. Rydell High. There we go. I've noticed a small difference after my last upload in January, but that could be random. That's why I asked. Yeah, and a lengthy delay between uploads. It might have something to do with it as well. If all the people who regularly come by your channel have already watched all your content, and they're being suggested stuff they've already watched, maybe getting new content out there's always a good thing overall. Nice video, very important. Well, thank you very much. Let's hit that last news story we've got. So let's go back. And we looked at the self-certification and monetization thing. And this one's related to something we discussed just before. In the last 2 months, 2 million YouTube users have brought their first super chat, a super sticker, or channel membership. And we can see some super chat cats there. Since the beginning of March, 2 million YouTube users or viewers have supported creators by buying their first super chat, super sticker, or channel membership. These offerings, along with merch sales, are all part of what YouTube calls alternative monetization. And with an increased number of creators profiting from it, the platform's newest feature aims to drive attention to just how often merch contributes to the YouTuber's income. YouTube product manager Tom Leung, Tom from Creator Insider, of course, he mentioned this, that now there's a new feature that they're adding to the arsenal of live streams. If you might notice that on some live streams, the creators have pinned a comment to the top of the chat. Now, I was trying to look at this on my chat just before the stream, and as we were going live, and I couldn't honestly pin anything. But you know that you can pin like a merch item to the top of your chat, things like that. But what they're doing now is, if people buy, if you've got like a merch shelf, so this is for people who already got the merch shelf activated on their channels. If people buy something whilst they're live streaming, if you see in this picture here, there's a little pop-up that will come up in the chat that will say, hey, such and such has just bought this merch item from your store, and it'll have a little link to that item, so if somebody else wants to buy it as well, they can click on that and go to their merch store. So not only does it thank the person for buying that merch live in the live stream, it also gives a link so other people can go buy the merch. So that's a win for the person getting a shout out, and a win for you as a creator, because people go buy more merch. So that's pretty cool. So they're rolling that out. So, and then obviously that'll pop up, and you could probably pin that like you could pin other comments. Now, the thing is, I haven't figured out how to pin comments in the live stream. I still haven't figured it out, so I'm just going to try right now. Let's find a random comment. I tap on it. On my iPad, at least, nothing. I did look on my computer as well, went to my live stream, pulled up the chat, picked a comment that was already there, and there was nothing. So if anybody can tell me how it works and if it's available to everybody, I don't know. Okay, and furthermore, in regards to the giving and support, super chat, merch, memberships, it says YouTube also expands. I heard a noise in my ear. Anybody hear that noise in their ear? Black Mamba Gaming just subscribed. Black Mamba Gaming, thank you. If you're watching, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. I heard it. I had to go look what that was. Was that another super chat or something? But yeah, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. You might not be watching. Well, you might be watching. In any case, YouTube also expands giving and condenses channel performance stats. YouTube has also made some tweaks in its charitable giving feature, which I don't have available here in Australia yet. The platform recently rolled out fundraising function to 40,000 more creators in the US, UK, and Canada. So unfortunately, if you're outside those countries, not available yet, as part of ongoing efforts to support COVID-19 relief. Additionally, YouTube now allows campaign organizers to directly link to their fundraiser so that others can join and add it to their own videos. So this is giving more options for support beyond just supporting a creator, but supporting causes. We know that they've had the giving feature available to some creators for a while where they can do like fundraisers, a little fundraiser logo under their video or under their live stream that says that instead of super chatting to the creator, you're super chatting to or giving to this fundraiser, whatever it might be about, whether it's COVID-19 relief, whether it's something else that's going on. And I hear another noise in my ear. Then he, I see what you've done. Welcome, another subscriber. So yeah, that's an interesting feature. One more change to creator features. YouTube Studios Analytics tab now contains a single combined report showing monthly subscriber gains, losses, estimated revenue, the channel's overall watch time, and a new metric, monthly views. Previously, subscribers and estimated revenues were separate reports. Views are tabulated in a bar chart that shows the past 13 months so creators can quickly gauge monthly performance and identify potential seasonal trends. I haven't checked that out yet, so if you've checked it out, let me know. Let me know how it works. I haven't checked that out yet. I wasn't aware of that until just now. I must have missed that in the recent Creator Insider channel. But let's jump back to the camera for a sec. Let's go to this. And if Nick Nimmon's going live on time today, there's only like 19 minutes before he goes live. Let's check that real quick. I will check that real quick for you guys. You probably already know. Yep. Nick Nimmin will be going live on the hour, so we'll be wrapping things up before that happens. So we have another. Oh, we got a good 20 minutes. Nath GMG just subscribed as well. Welcome to the channel. Subscribing live while I'm live. Haven't had that too much. So let's get back to the chat because there are things going on in the chat that I'm missing. Questions. I am Kenton says, what is your favorite phone? What phone do you think this is? This is my phone. This is my current phone. It's red. Let's fold it over that way. Oh, it's in a case. It's an iPhone. iPhone XR. That's a XR. That's what I'm using. Using a XR. And Alex Stock's just subscribed. And that's a 8 Plus. I use 8 Plus as my filming phone because there's a dual camera. I use XR as my daily driver. Olivia Houston, hi. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. What's this about? It's just a Hangout stream for creators. We talk about some creator YouTube news, which is what we just were talking about with some of those articles we're looking at. And I do Q&A. And today we're also bonus celebrating 4,000 subscribers on the channel. And that's going up as we speak, as we've just noticed with the alerts. You can only pin your own comments. Yeah, I tried my own comments. Digital Tools of Trade, welcome to the stream. How many subs do you need to get a Teespring merch shelf? I believe the qualifying amount is 10,000 subscribers. Eric heard the chimes. He heard those alerts. There we go. 10K required. Thank you, Sweeney. Yeah, great sound for Doug. Absolutely. I wasn't sure what sound it was. I was like, there's a sound in my ear. Alex Tox is back. I saw that. I saw you subscribe. Do I watch movies? Every so often I watch movies. I spend most of my time sitting at this desk when I'm at home. I don't watch too many movies at home. I don't go to the movies that often. I haven't been to the movies since last year. What was the last movie I went and saw? Probably Spider-Man Far From Home was the last movie I saw at the cinemas. And that was last year. I don't go to the cinemas that often. To the theatre. All right, scrolling down. Super Dave, he knows where it's at. Alex Tox has a Nokia with 20 buttons. I had a Nokia with like 30 odd buttons. Was my last non-iPhone phone, the Nokia E71, and that was before I got my iPhone 3GS. So it was a while ago. All right, scrolling down the chat. Kaylin is here. Welcome to the stream, Kaylin. And thank you. Thank you. And I subscribe to your congrats. Another segment that I introduced today for the first time, which nobody knows about, but I'm going to introduce it now. It's the thank you to the new subscribers. Here we go. And here I am again. Thank you to my newest subscribers. And this list has changed somewhat. This is the event list. This is the most recent activity on my channel, including Eileen's super chat of super sticker of $5. Some of the other people who were on the list have been pushed down because it's the last 8 people, last eight activity through StreamYard. So Alex Tox. Oh, here we go. Alive here. X Fiction has just subscribed. Thank you, X Fiction. Alex Tox, Nath Jim G, Sanidthi, Black Mamba Gaming. And before the stream, we had Eliju John and J Multimedia, and there was a bunch of others who were the ones that tipped me over the 4,000 subscribers earlier today. So thank you to everybody who's subscribed recently on that list, and everybody else. Maybe remember, this is just public subscribers, because if your subscriptions are kept private, I don't see them. I don't get an email about them, and I don't think they show up in these StreamYard things. What are they called? Event list. It's called an event list, Doug. And as you notice on the bottom as well, some tools I like to recommend for live streaming, which is there on the ticker as well, which I've added to this screen so that when we do this segment each week we'll go to this screen and see who the latest subscribers, the latest super chatters are on my channel and give you a shout out. So to the most recent subscriber, public subscriber, X Fiction. Welcome. All right. Let's get back to the camera. Back to the questions. Here we go. Sweeney comes with another bit of info about the merch shelf. YouTube allows a handful of other vendors besides Teespring. That's right. There's an approved list. If you go to the merch shelf support page, it'll tell you which ones, apart from Teespring, are available. I don't know what's done, but Linus Tech Tips, if you know that he's got his own store, he's actually got that linked to his merch shelf. So obviously that's on a platform which can be integrated with YouTube as well. It's probably Shopify or something. I'd just be guessing because I don't know. But yeah, there are a bunch. I know Spreadshirt aren't on that list yet, and my merch is with Spreadshirt. If you want to check out my merch, I'll drop that in the chat. Question: I earned 50 subs in 1 month, but in the next 2 months, my subs declined. I haven't changed my content. Why did this happen? So you got 50, and then it sort of stopped, and then started going down. Is what I think you're saying. That's a good question. I don't know why it stopped. If you keep putting out content, eventually it will start ticking up again. That's what I found is especially in that first section from 0 to 1,000 and even beyond 1,000 subscribers, I'd hit some where I'd go days and days, or maybe even a week without getting a subscriber. And then all of a sudden it would tick, 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 tick. It'll start ticking up again. And it will plateau again. It'll just stop. And it'll start ticking again, go up. And I found that happened quite consistently, just every so often, in that 0 to 1,000 subscribers, maybe a little bit beyond that, even maybe 1,200, 1,500 subscribers, where that would happen. But I think once you get to where I am now, it starts ticking over very regularly. You'll see regular movement. You'll be probably getting at least a handful of subscribers per day. So I think if you're just patient and just keep going, they will start ticking again. But there's some good tips. I know Nick Nimmin has some great videos on what to do if some of that sort of situation, what could be causing people to unsubscribe, what could be causing people not to subscribe, so you can change some things to make it more attractive for subscribers to subscribe. But remember, subscribers isn't the most important thing. Even though we're celebrating 4,000 subscribers on the channel today, subscribers are not the most important thing on your channel. Views are. So if you're getting the views, the subscriber count doesn't matter so much. But it's always nice. It's always nice. Okay. How did you have many subscribers? A lot of work. I've been doing this for a few years now. I started in 2000 and... I've lost track. It'll be on my About page when my channel was created. Somebody could go check for me. I don't have it open. But I think it was 2017. So I've been at this like probably 4 years now. 4 years? Yeah, I think 4 years. So it's taken me 4 years to get 4,000. But the first 1,000 took me a good 18 odd months to get that first 1,000. Then I got to 2,000 fairly quickly, and 3,000 even quicker, and 4,000 even quicker. So as you go, it gets quicker. They add up more quickly. So it's instead of going sort of like that, it sort of just starts turning. So it's like a curve. I guess that's one way to explain it anyway. Nathan GNG, who just subscribed, we thank you and welcome to the stream. There's some advice there from Digital Tools of the Trade. Another question. What do you offer special to those who join your channel? I don't have channel memberships yet, so I don't have anything like that at the moment. If that became available to me, I would have to have a think about what I would offer and whether I would offer just one channel membership price point or whether I'd offer several. Because I know D Nimmin, I think, has 3 levels on his channel. So, yeah, I'm not sure what I'd offer yet. I haven't given it a thought because I'm nowhere close to getting channel memberships unless YouTube somehow bestow it on me early, which I know they've done for some people because you usually need 30,000 subscribers. Even then, I know people who didn't get it till they were at 50, 60,000 subscribers, and all of a sudden I know people who were like below 10,000 who were getting offered channel memberships. So it's interesting. I'll consider that, and I'll get back to you on what things I would offer if I had channel memberships. And where are we? First of all, I'm asking too many questions. Sorry, here's a question. We've only asked this is the second question. What is the amount of subs you need to post stories? I believe that's 10,000 subscribers. I would dearly love them to drop that because I would love stories. Because I think that's a good way of... I really like what D Nimmin does with stories, and I'd probably want to do something like that if I had stories where people could put in the thing, here's my question, and I could just respond with a video response. I'd like that. Sweeney confirms 10,000. April 7, 2017. So, it's just over 4 years. 27, 2018, 2019, 20. What's that, 3 years? That's only 3 years. It seemed longer. I know I've been on YouTube longer than that, but this channel itself, that's the start date. So I had my 3rd anniversary in April. So we're into the 4th year. We can say that. We're into the 4th year on this channel. I'm definitely on a roll. I'm on a roll. Everybody's found it. Everybody went and jumped and checked. Look at that. Vegemite for all members. At what price point? How much should I charge? Because do I have to physically send the Vegemite out? Because that might increase. Would it be the first month you get the Vegemite, or do I have to send it every month? These things have to be considered. Gaming channels get it at 1,000 subs. Because it was originally a gaming channel feature, memberships, to compete with Twitch. Josephine is in the house saying, hey, and hey to everyone. There we go. Everyone say hi, and I'm catching up with the chat. Kangaroo stew. I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I ever eaten kangaroo. I remember once we had a guy, and we had a barbecue a guy come out from America, and we got some. Because you can get it, but it's not like you just go down, I'm just going to buy a kilo of kangaroo meat. But they do farm kangaroos for eating, but not a lot of people eat it. And I think we had like the regular meat, like beef and lamb and stuff, and we also had a barbecue where we had somebody brought a little bit of kangaroo and a little bit of crocodile. I don't know. I think I might have tried a bit of the kangaroo. I don't think it tastes like chicken. Super Dave. I don't think it tastes like chicken. It's more of it's like a darker red meat, so it's probably more like a what's a darker red meat? Like a venison or something? Is that darker red meat? The darker than beef. It's like a dark red. And I have been reminded, because my countdown timer for Niman Live is on the screen here, 5-minute countdown indeed. And I'd like to be on time for Niman Live, because Niman Live is my jam my Saturday nights, or your Saturday morning, or whatever time of the day it is for you guys. Niman Live is the highlight of my Saturday. So, and for me, it flows into Sunday. And in my summer and your winter, it sort of starts at midnight. So it's pretty much all Sunday for me. What do we got here? Fun life hack. If you hold an iOS keyboard with 2 fingers, you can make it smaller. I have seen that, yes. I need it as big as I can get it. I don't want to make it smaller. Midnight Madness 4x4. Charlie, welcome. Does gaming videos has more views? Well, I think gaming videos is a very competitive niche. There's a lot of people who like games, so you can get a lot of views, but you have to be good to get people's attention. You have to be good at what you do. You have to do something that stands out from just a regular Let's Play. I listened to actually a good podcast during the week. I think it was on which podcast was it? I think it was the vidIQ one, Tube Talk by vidIQ. It was one probably about a month ago, but I've got them all queued and I'm behind, so it was like back last month. And it was all about gamers and advice for YouTube gamers. Good listen. So Tube Talk, hosted by Leon Segev of TubeBuddy, not TubeBuddy, vidIQ. It's a vidIQ podcast. So go check that out. It's good listening. Good listening. Tube Talk. It's called Tube Talk. All right. We'll try and hit these final questions before Niman Live starts. What do you think about music as a niche? Because everyone's talking about gaming, but no one ever talks about music. You wouldn't believe how many people I see asking about music in Facebook groups, and there's a lot of music channels out there doing, whether it's covers or doing live music or doing music videos, doing music compilations, doing unique content, whether it's our own music and stuff. So there are a lot of music channels out there. I don't come across a lot of them myself, but I think it has potential as a good niche. But obviously people are geared to look for stuff that they know already, like they're looking for maybe content that's contemporary or what's been played on the radio. But there's so many different genres of music that I think there's a place and a niche for everybody in the music. If you're a musician, there's a place that you can find on YouTube for your music. That's my opinion anyway. And I think there could be some parts of that might be a little saturated like gaming. But I don't think it's as saturated as gaming. But I think there's some things you can do. Because music's tricky if you're doing covers with copyright and content ID claims and things like that. But I think if you're doing unique, you're writing your own compositions, you could have an advantage, in my opinion. That's just my thoughts. I haven't given it too much thought otherwise. The best time to upload a video is right before most of the people who watch your content are online, so that they can watch it when it comes out. I look at the part of YouTube. I'm going to see if I can pull this up real quick. Let me just get it ready, because I know we're running out of time. So I'm going to go to my studio and I'll show you. Go to my analytics and I'll pull it up really quick. I can't show that, can I? How can I zoom in? I can't zoom in. Can I zoom in? Come on, Chrome. How do you zoom? I want to zoom into... I don't want to show that. I can't show that. Yeah, the zooming doesn't work. Basically, if you go to the primary analytic page, what you'll see is over on the right-hand side, there's what's called real-time metrics. Actually, let me see if I can zoom out properly. Let's reset. Yeah, it's called real-time. It'll show you your subscribers, and underneath that, it'll show you your views in the last 48 hours, and you can see where the views peak out, where they trough off. It's like a wave. Where it's highest is when most of the people are watching your content. So what you want to do is see where the waves are typically on the time of day, and just aim to put your content out before that wave starts to go up, so that it's there for when people come online to watch your videos. That's my suggestion. That's my suggestion for that. I can't show it because the page it's on has information that you're not allowed to show. YouTube say you're not allowed to show that publicly to people. You can't share it publicly because it's to do with CPMs and revenue, which I have to be careful. I can't remember which bits I'm not allowed to show. Some bits you can, some bits you can't. So I'd rather not show the screen and get in trouble. All right, we've got to wrap things up, for the Nimmin Live is starting in about 4 minutes. So let's see the final go time. Go time indeed. Go time. The timer is at 0, which means the stream is about to end, but we'll be back. I'm planning to be back next week. That's the plan. This is the regular time, right before Nimmin Live, an hour before Nimmin Live every week, 8 a.m. Eastern, as is suggested on my ticker on this page here. But as we need to get to Nimmin Live, I'm going to finally make sure that you get on over there. Here's some information for you. Right after this stream, 9 a.m. Nimmin Live with Nick Nimmin, and I don't know if he's going to have guests this week, but I've got Nick Nimmin guests, because he might have guests, you never know. Or he might be going solo. Solo, coast to coast, around the world, coming at you live, Nick Nimmin. I should be like a voiceover. All right. Let's get back to me for one final time. It's what? One more time, I'd like to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for all those who subscribed during the stream. Thank you for Eileen for dropping that super chat. And thank you for all the congratulations for hitting 4,000 subscribers. Stay tuned for more videos coming at you. I don't have anything in the works right now, but I'm working on that countdown video for StreamYard, because StreamYard, I promised that to people in the last StreamYard video. So we're going to do more StreamYard content coming your way, how to stream using StreamYard. Countdown clocks are incoming on that one. All right. Thanks for joining me. This is Doug from Doug Hewson YouTube, and I will catch you later.